Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about why I use a saxophone mute. A saxophone mute is unlike a typical mute that you see on a brass instrument. Brass mutes, say trumpet mute, greatly reduce the volume and alter the tone of any note that comes out of the horn. A saxophone mute does not do that. It mainly corrects the pitch and tone color of the lowest two notes, B and B flat. These two notes sound naturally very sharp. With the mute in the bell, these two notes are much more in tune. Which is very useful when you play the classical saxophone. In classical saxophone, you don't want to change your embouchure drastically to compensate for the sharpness of the lowest two notes, and the mute is going to help with that. Also, it darkens the tone, so the lowest two notes can match the tone of the rest of the horn better. There are mutes made of different materials. Some are bought in stores, and some people like to make the mutes by themselves. I have one for my alto, and I have one for my soprano. The alto one, I made it by myself. It has a showering inside, in the middle is felt, and on the outside is ribbon. I also put tape on one side because after using it for a month, I found that it's too small and it goes in too deep in the bell. It's not the prettiest thing, but it works. The soprano one, I got it from a friend of a friend, so I don't actually know who made it. And for the material, it has felt on the outside, and because it has came off a little bit, you can see that it has a wooden ring on the inside. This mute also works fine for me. Some people also use pipe cleaner and felt to make saxophone mutes. That way the shape of the mute is more flexible and that can work too. I don't use a mute on the baritone saxophone because I can play the lowest notes in tune and I like the tone better without the mute. So a mute is not a must for everyone. On tenor, I don't have a mute, but that's because I haven't been playing classical tenor much. I'll definitely get a mute for the future. And that's it for the video on the saxophone mute. Hope you find the video helpful and happy practicing!